Gavin MacLeod is an American character actor notable for playing Joseph "Happy" Haines on McHale's Navy, Murray Slaughter on The Mary Tyler Moore Show, and for his lead role as Captain Merrill Stubing on The Love Boat. The Munsters 1964 as Richard Prince. Early life: MacLeod was born as Alan George C. in Mount Kisco, New York, the older of two children. His mother, Margaret C., a middle school dropout, worked for Reader's Digest. His father, George C., an electrician, was part Chippewa. He grew up in Pleasantville and studied acting at Ithaca College, graduating in 1952. After serving in the United States Air Force, he moved to New York City and worked at Radio City Music Hall while looking for acting work. At about this time he changed his name, drawing Gavin from a physically disabled victim in a TV drama, and MacLeod from his Ithaca drama coach, Beatrice MacLeod. Career: MacLeod made his television debut in 1957 on The Walter Winchell File at the age of 26. His first movie appearance was a small, uncredited role in The True Story of Lynn Stewart in 1958. Soon thereafter, he landed a credited role in I Want to Live, a 1958 prison drama starring Susan Hayward. He was soon noticed by Blake Edwards, who in 1958 cast him in the pilot episode of his NBC series Peter Gunn, two guest roles on the Edwards CBS series Mr. Lucky in 1959, and as a nervous harried Navy yeoman in Operation Petticoat, with Cary Grant and Tony Curtis. Operation Petticoat proved to be a breakout role for MacLeod, and he was soon cast in two other Edwards comedies, High Time, with Bing Crosby, and The Party with Peter Sellers. Between 1957 and 1961, MacLeod made several television appearances on various shows. In December 1961, he landed a guest role on The Dick Van Dyke Show as Mel's cousin Maxwell Cooley, a wholesale jeweler. This was his first time working with Mary Tyler Moore. MacLeod had 3 guest appearances on Perry Mason. In 1961 he played Lawrence Kaminga in The Case of the Grumbling Grandfather, and in 1965 he played Mortimer Hershey in The Case of the Grinning Gorilla, and Dan Platt in The Case of the Runaway Razor. He played the role of a drug pusher, Big Chicken, in 2 episodes of the first season of Hawaii Five-0. His first regular TV role came in 1962 as Joseph "Happy" Haines on McHale's Navy. Leaving after 2 seasons to appear in the motion picture, The Sand Pebbles with Steve McQueen. MacLeod's breakout role as Murray Slaughter on The Mary Tyler Moore Show won him lasting fame, and 2 Golden Globe nominations. His starring role as Captain Stubing on The Love Boat, his next TV series, brought laughter to 90 countries worldwide, between 1977 and 1986. His work on that show earned him 3 Golden Globe nominations. Co-starring with him was familiar actor and best friend Bernie Coppola's Dr. Adam Bricker. MacLeod became the spokesperson for Princess Cruises in 1986. He has been a representative especially when new ships are launched. In 1997, MacLeod joined the Love Boat cast on The Oprah Winfrey Show. It was the first full cast appearance since the show was cancelled 11 years prior in 1986. After The Love Boat, MacLeod traveled with Michael Learned of the Waltons in Love Letters. He made several appearances in musicals such as Chi and Copacabana between 1997 and 2003. In December 2008, he conducted the Colorado Symphony in Denver, Colorado. The MacLeods have been hosts on the Trinity Broadcasting Network for 17 years, primarily hosting a show about marriage called Back on Course. MacLeod appeared in Rich Cristiano's Time Changer, a movie about time travel and how the morals of society have moved away from the Bible. He also plays the lead role in Cristiano's 2009 film The Secrets of Jonathan Sperry. Recent activity In April 2010, the entire cast of The Love Boat attended the TV Land Awards with the exception of himself, because he had a back operation after he hurt a couple of discs. Co-star Ted Lang called him and received word his beloved TV friend was doing well. In December, MacLeod appeared as a guest narrator with the Florida Orchestra and Master Chorale of Tampa Bay for 3 concerts. MacLeod served as the honorary mayor of Pacific Palisades for 5 years, before Ray Leonard succeeded him in 2011. On February 28, 2011, MacLeod celebrated his 80th birthday aboard the Golden Princess on Princess Cruises in Los Angeles, California. His friends and family wished him a happy birthday, and presented him with a 5-feet-long, 3D replica in cake of the original Love Boat, representing the Pacific Princess. Gavin appeared on the special for Betty White's 90th birthday on January 16, 2012. He reunited with White to film Safety Old School Style, an in-flight safety video for Air New Zealand in 2013. By January 2013, the video had already received over 2 million views on YouTube. In October 2013, MacLeod appeared on The Today Show to kick off his promotional tour for his new book This Is Your Captain Speaking, My Fantastic Voyage Through Hollywood, Faith and Life. This appearance included a special set change to honor MacLeod's appearance on the show. In addition to television appearances, his book tour continued in New York, Los Angeles, and Central Florida. Loretta Swit and Ted Lang were both present at Gavin Unregistered Trademark's first Barnes & Noble book signing in New York City. This signing was the largest such event held at that particular location in 3 years. He continued his book tour throughout 2014. On November 5, 2013, MacLeod joined his Love Boat castmates live on the CBS daytime show The Talk. A full 1-hour episode was dedicated to the cast reunion. The Talk co-hosts dressed in costumes to commemorate their special guests' arrivals. Spanish-American actress Cher also appeared on the reunion show. Cher guest-starred in 8 episodes of The Love Boat. Jack Jones performed the Love Boat theme song, which he introduced in 1977. In December 2013, MacLeod appeared on the 700 Club to discuss his life and career. On February 1, 2014, MacLeod was honored with a star on the Palm Springs Walk of Stars in downtown Palm Springs, California. Next to Bernie Kopal, who played the Doctor on the Love Boat series, another one of his co-stars, his lifelong fan and one of his acting students, Ted Lang, who played the bartender in the same series, still remains close friends, who in turn invites MacLeod to one of the plays he directs, when not making his own appearances. He said in a 2014 interview with CBSNewYork.com, about his long-running friendship with MacLeod, whom he runs into, Gavin lives in Palm Springs, I'm in LA. So, when I do my plays, he comes down and sees my plays or I'll go see what he's doing. In January 2015, MacLeod appeared in the 2015 Rose Parade along with several members of the original cast of The Love Boat. Writing, in 1987, following MacLeod's conversion and remarriage, he and his wife, Patty, wrote about struggles with divorce and alcoholism in Back on Course, the remarkable story of a divorce that ended in remarriage. In 2013, MacLeod released his memoir, This Is Your Captain Speaking, My Fantastic Voyage Through Hollywood, Faith and Life. The book recalls his upbringing in upstate New York during the Great Depression, as well as his life after over 50 years in Hollywood. He said, "All my living has been based on what other people have written. I hope it can help others, how I overcame and never gave up. There are so many lessons in life." In the book, MacLeod recounts his stories as a young actor trying to make a name for himself in Hollywood, the lifelong friends he has made, his bout with alcoholism and divorce and his journey through faith and Christianity. The book has received great reviews amongst the general public as well as from some of Gavin Unregistered Trademark's longtime Hollywood friends. Kathy Lee Gifford of The Today Show said, Gavin epitomizes the old-fashioned concept of a gentleman. He is a loving, generous, and authentic seeker of Unregistered Trademark's truth. His life story speaks for itself. Television icon, Florence Henderson said, "You will love this book. It's filled with fun, faith, and hope. Just like my friend Gavin MacLeod." Governor Mike Huckabee said, "Like everyone else in America, I knew he was a great actor and always seemed like the kind of man you'd love to live next door to and have as a friend. After reading his compelling and candid story, I understand why I felt this way." Personal life, MacLeod married his current wife Patty in 1974. Both were previously divorced. The couple divorced in the 1980s, but were remarried in 1985. During the mid-1980s, MacLeod and Patty became evangelical Christians and credit their religion for bringing them back together. During his time as the captain on the Love Boat, MacLeod very selfishly divorced his wife Patty. She then spent the next 3 years seeking help from psychiatrists on both the west and the east coasts. Then one day, his wife received a telephone call from Patty Lewis, first wife of Jerry Lewis, inviting her to a Christian prayer group which contained a number of famous actresses. They started to pray for Gavin. Gavin said, "From that day, I started to think about her. Something told me to call Patty. I called Patty. I went back to see her the following Monday and things haven't been the same since." MacLeod asked her what had happened. She then explained everything to him, including that she had given her life to Christ. On Sunday, September 20, 2009, MacLeod spoke at the Rock Church, in Anaheim, California. He discussed his conversion to Christianity. In 2011, he celebrated his 80th birthday on board the Golden Princess. Filmography film television References. External links, official website, official Goodreads page, Gavin MacLeod at the Internet Movie Database, Gavin MacLeod at the Internet Broadway Database, works by or about Gavin MacLeod in libraries, NNDB entry, Gavin MacLeod interview video at the Archive of American Television, TBN page.